Welcome back to the 50 Collector channel. I wanted to make a video and I'm not sure what to title it, but I think I want to title this I Hate PC Gaming. Yeah, I hate PC gaming. Do I own a gaming PC? Yes and no. So a few months back when they were really popular, kind of hard to get, I went out and bought me a ROG Xbox Ally. Obviously, you can see not the X, not the more powerful one, but the same layout, the same software, the same stores, the Steam store, and we'll get into that later. I can play all my games everywhere, and there's a lot of content creators on here that say, "Oh, this thing, I'd rather go to PC gaming, go to PC gaming, go PC gaming." Okay, this has been my frustration. And might be a long video, but it might seem like I'm rambling. The first thing that I thought that this would do was give me a Nintendo Switch type feel, where I could play on my Xbox, have the same game downloaded here, pick it up, jump right in. But yet I'm met with control issues. It doesn't know if it wants to use the controller or the piece or the keyboard layout. It has to do with shader installs. 30 minutes later, I'm playing a game. By then, I don't want to play anymore. Oh, but you have to adjust your settings to low and go in and adjust this. I hate PC gaming. The one things that they never tell you about PC gaming is that it's not quick. It's not fast. You're not going to be jumping in and out of games. And yes, if you want to have a first-person shooter counter in the top of your screen while you're playing, so you could, I'm running at 144 hertz. I'm running at 240. Then PC gaming's for you. And that's fine. But don't try to convince me that PC gaming is the end all be all. Well, just go to and people who say it, just go to PC. That's not the simple answer. This is PC gaming. It is not quick. It is not convenient. It's not about, well, you bought the wrong one. You should have got the X so you could run at higher resolution. I'm not even getting to games because I'm waiting on stuff to install, drivers to install, resolutions this, change that. I don't have 30 minutes to configure my game. I pick up my Switch 2 is over there. I pop in the cartridge, or I download. It's already. I push A and I start playing. And this thing. So this is going to lead me into a much longer conversation. So this video may be a little longer, but I am going to title it, I Hate PC Gaming. The other thing I don't like about this, which is not my main point, battery life is, terrible. I mean, they're terrible. You have to live by an outlet, which is fine. That's not my only reason. The only reason is that I picked this up. I downloaded Halo Campaign Evolved. It takes forever. Loads the shaders. Get into it. The left analog doesn't control movement. None of these buttons shoot. It's stuck in some kind of keyboard mode. I got to configure for the controller. Why make this a controller? I don't need PC. My rambling is a point. There's a point to my rambling. I'm getting there. You're gonna be like, why is this guy rambling? I've been gaming a very, very long time. Since the Atari 2600, I've gamed. I've gamed on console. And PC gaming is not the end all be all. Well, if you want game preservation, if you want this, you want to be on Steam. I'm going to break that down too as far as this whole Steam thing. Everybody just acts like it's, oh man, I've got so much to talk about. But if you like what you hear so far, or if you don't like what you hear so far, please comment, like, subscribe, share. I hope this I hope this makes someone out there just say, hey, I hate this guy, or I want to hear what more he has to say. As you can kind of get a brief in the back, I'm a physical collector. I'm a digital collector. Toys, anime, Blu-ray, PlayStation, Xbox. But today was it. This thing has made me question what I've been watching a lot of YouTubers talk about, a lot of online, or whether it be IGN and GameSpot and all those just this is horrible. This not, well, you didn't get them. Please do not say I didn't get the most powerful one. I know I didn't. And thank God I didn't, because I'd be really upset. This thing is absolutely horrible because it is misleading. All those Lenovo's and Asus Allies and all that stuff and MSI Claw, they need to take those things off the market, or they need to reclassify them as PC, portable PCs, not console. You can play your Xbox. I cannot play my Xbox games on this. Don't tell me that. Well, Microsoft, don't tell me that. Okay, so I'm going to put this down for a second, just for a second. My point to that rant is this. Project Helix is supposed to be a combination of PC and console gaming. This is absolutely what I do not want in my Helix. I don't want to have access to Steam. You know why I don't want to have access to Steam? Because as a console gamer for, 30 plus years, I don't own a library of Steam games. So I'm not going to all of a sudden start buying my games on Steam. I don't want to have to log into a different interface, or log into this, or switch it over to that. I just want to go into turn on my console. I just want to press the button. The system comes on. It boots up Xbox. And I'm playing. I don't want to have to go between storefronts. All my digital games that I have are already on Xbox. I don't want to do, I don't care about changing settings. I don't care about any of that. Being 50 years old, I just want to get home, play my game for an hour, and be out of it. I don't want to have to switch back, or am I using the keyboard, or am I, is this configured right? Oh, I forgot to turn this down. So I don't get it why everybody's just like, go to PC. All the people who say that are typically people who have a very large Steam library. And that's fine. So don't say go to PC. What they should say is, if you have a library of Steam games, because I'm not going to rebuy 400 to 500 games that I own digitally on Steam all of a sudden because now I have access to it. I'm going to still play. So I don't need Microsoft. Please, if you are hearing this, do not make this a hybrid. It sounds good on paper. It sounds good to PC players, because PC players have always said that. I own an Xbox Series X and an S. I've played Halo campaign on both systems. I've played multiple Xbox exclusives on both systems. And that visual difference is like Coke and Pepsi. But let's say in this scenario, the Pepsi's ice cold and then the Coke is warm. Yeah, there's a difference. You can see the Xbox Series X is better. But what I'm trying to say is, if If you play with a frame counter at the top of your screen, just so you can tell me that you're running at 180 frames, 240, I don't care about all that. Once I get into the game, I think a lot of people are, well, I'm not experiencing the game the same because I'm only running at 60, and my PC guys, they're running 240, and then, man, they're with texture shaders on and ray tracing and all body, man, all that stuff is, excuse my French, that's pissing contest. I'm not getting in a pissing contest with any of y'all. Y'all, half of y'all just want to play to whatever gets likes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Make your money, do whatever you got to do. But don't come and tell me all of a sudden, because you know how I know that you do it for likes and what your viewers want is because the next week, guess what, guys? I was wrong. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, you're wrong because your video now the trend is the other way. You're going the other way. I'm not about trends. But all I can say is what I'm hoping from Project Helix is I am hoping that it's very powerful, has a disk drive, fully compatible with all 4 generations. I can turn my games, the whole digital disc program. I know they've implemented or going to implement, I think this month. I just want it to be an Xbox that Microsoft cares about. I want it to have exclusive console games. I know they're going to go to PC. And don't tell me, won't you just buy a PC? I don't want to buy a PC. Microsoft started this business in the console. Sony console, Nintendo console, Sega console, 3DO console. The list goes on and on. All the generations of console have been made for all these years, and PC's always been there, but it's always been a hassle, and it still is. Show me where I can pick up my controller, have my PC hooked to my TV, click on and play. I don't want to go into some sub-menu. I don't want Windows to boot up. I don't want to see the Microsoft background of the day. I don't want to see the start logo. I don't want to see none of that. I don't want a PC in my console. Now, you can take that how you want. Well, PC is for, you have more of a, you have mods. I'm not saying anything is wrong with PC, but what I am saying is that it's not the end-all be-all. PlayStation, by going all digital, but it's still a console. I'm still going to buy a PlayStation 6 because I know when I hit the PlayStation logo button and connect it to my TV, I'm going to be taken to one storefront where all the games that I have purchased in the digital library are there. I don't want to click over to Battle.net because my games aren't on Battle.net. All I'm saying is this: going to PC is not a one-size-fits-all. Well, you can buy your games on Steam. You can buy them on Battle.net. You can buy them on Epic Games Store. I haven't bought my games off of there now. So all the games I have are on the Xbox and PlayStation storefronts. What's wrong with continuing that? Everybody loved the PlayStation 2. They love the PlayStation 3. They love the PlayStation 4. And obviously by sales, they still love the PlayStation 5. PlayStation 6 gets rid of disc, but it's still the simplicity of a console. Not everybody is chasing performance. I'm okay with the current generation lasting, but I know it's all money. It's all tied to manufacturing and chips and deals and that's the plan. AI is taking parts and things way, way up. I understand all that. So we'll probably have a new system from both Microsoft and Sony next year. I'm fine with both of those releasing. We'll buy both, hoping to God that there is absolutely no Steam, Battle.net, Epic Game Store, anything like that on there. I want to buy another console from Microsoft. I don't want to buy another PC. This, if it is anything like this, as far as how, unless Microsoft makes a dramatic streamlined version of this, where it truly will boot into Xbox. I mean, truly. I don't want my updates behind the scene, my apps updating in the Windows Store, my settings, my drivers, and they're background loaded in the Windows Store. I don't want that. I want it to boot up like an Xbox Series X. I want it to be hard for me to discover that it can play PC games. Because all I want to play are the library that I have built up for the last 25 years, whether it be physical or digital. I just want to be able to play those with the highest graphics fidelity. 120 frames per second minimum. That's what I want. I don't want to, I could just play all my Steam games. Stop it. Stop, PC gamers. Stop it. Stop it. It's okay. You can have your PC. You can love it. Don't make us console gamers feel like we're missing out because we want to play on this. You guys are missing out. You're not getting your full capability. And there's one YouTuber, and I'm not gonna say his name because I'm very small in this, and he'll probably think that, oh, you're just trying to gain some clout. But he's always like, if I had to play games at 30 frames per second, ew. I had to play games at 30 frames per second, ew. You've been playing 30 frames per games all the time. Now, all of a sudden now, you got a PC and you playing at 60 because you done clicked some little thing to let you, a real-time analyzer, and now all of a sudden you can't. You wasn't saying that on 64. You wasn't saying on the PS3. You wasn't saying none of that. I can't go back. The game itself makes you play. The resolution that a game runs at does not make you want to play it. I don't care if you don't like a game, because if you look at it that way, every game, let's say a publisher said, well, our game runs at 4K 120, but the game is horrible. The story's bad, controls bad, glitchy, needs updates, but it runs at 4K 120, so it should be number one. Because that's all PC gamers get to say about it, is that I'm already running at 140. I'm already like, that's not it. That's not the end all be all. Let me take it down. 50 collector, take it down. Take it down. But if you've listened, there's going to be a part 2 to this video. But the title of this one, and like I said, my channel is very, very, very small, is that I don't want this to become like a war or back and forth. Leave what you want in your comments. Be respectful. Don't come at me like I just want your opinions, and we can talk. We can have a discussion. But share this video. Like I said, I'm working on thumbnails. The thumbnail will probably be this. Like this. It's every time I pick it up, 20 minutes later, I'm throwing it down. I pick up my Nintendo Switch 2, I put in Donkey Kong, or I put in Madden, and guess what? I'm playing it. I can't believe it. I pick up that thing. 40 minutes later, I finally got the game configured to where I want. And you know how you can tell I'm telling the truth? Look at any videos comparing like these and the X version, which is the black one, all the other ones. Why is there a 30-minute optimization video for it? 30 minutes of optimization? You've got to be kidding me. That, like, the industry cannot cannot make. If you take 30 to 40 minutes to optimize it, you'll be running at 120 frames per second with great shadow detail and textures. 30 or 40 minutes? Sorry, that's if that's where gaming is going, where I've got a 40-minute tutorial on how to configure my game, get out of here with that. I'll stick with PlayStation, and I'll stick with the regular, Xbox Series X and S and PlayStation 5. I don't have 40 minutes every time I pick up this to say, well, now I've got a new game. The settings that I had set last time don't work for this game because this developer and this seriously, 40 minutes. Go search for them. Go search on Master Chief, the Halo campaign Evolve, and see how many videos you can find that tell you how to optimize it for your particular handheld, and see if that video is not more than 30 minutes. It should be, if that's the true thing, it should be like, click here, go in this, click there, you're done. Nope, it's not. It's 40 minutes to configure one game to run perfect. Like you're gonna pick this and play one game. That's all. So you don't want just one game. You're gonna play one game at a time till you finish it, and then you're gonna load another one. Get out of here with that. Anyway, 50 Collector out. Thanks for hearing my rambling. Once again, like, subscribe, share. It just has been so fun. That just really got me going. Anyway, take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.